Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Danae, and I'm here with a message for you. Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to try to kind of not speed through altogether, but I'm kind of squeezing this in between a delivery that I know is coming, and I don't want to have to cut off the message. But I didn't really want to wait for it either, so I think I have plenty of time. But I did set a little timer to guide my delivery a bit today, just in case we all know how I can get when I'm in the message, when I'm in the groove. Sometimes I can lose track of time, so I'm going to do my best to keep it concise today. Let's see what we got. Ooh, you hear my stomach growling? We got the Tower card, some sudden circumstance, situation, sudden changes, an event that takes place that could be a reset of sorts. The King of Cups. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Some offer that may have been delayed, maybe a love offer that's been delayed. Oh, take it easy. All right, let's see what else we got. What I also have coming today is some incense, which is more for my pleasure than yours, because a lot of times you probably don't even know I'm burning them. But where it will help me is it will help to guide my timing when I'm in the flow of the reading, so I know when I need to start to wrap it up like Dave Chappelle. Oh man, where is Dave Chappelle? How about that? When he goes quiet too long, or maybe I'm just out of the comedy loop, but where he at? Everything all right with Dave? Love Dave. When he went away for that long period of time, when he kind of disappeared off the scene, I prayed for him to come back. I literally did, believe it or not. Like, please come back to us, David. We love you. And he did. So we got the Tower card, the King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, then we have the Page of Pentacles, the Moon, the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Ooh, hold on here now. Shoot. So something sudden is about to transpire, or has transpired, one of the two. Now we got the King of Cups, who's compassionate, loving, yada yada, whoop-de-whoop. And then the Knight of Pentacles, which is more or less I keep wanting to say delayed offer, some gradual offer, it's not fast, it's something that either has taken some time. Oh, my stomach. Oh my gosh, I hope you can't hear that. Something that either has taken some time or will take some time. But I feel like it has taken some time because it seems like it's coming from the King of Cups, or as some extension from the King of Cups. And then we got the Page of Pentacles, which is a message about some financial investment or opportunity, inquiry. I don't know why I said that. And the Moon card is something that's been concealed in the dark, perhaps emotional, psychological. Then we have more or less spiritual imprisonment, or somebody that just in some way, shape, or form has been or appears to be blocked and bound. And then we have the end of that cycle here with the 10 of Swords. So what's the 9 is what's missing in between, some anxiety. So we go straight from the 8 to the 9, and then the 2 is it's blocked again. So what is this? What is this? Either sabotage or betrayal. Hold on, let me get a couple more, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, the King of Cups is what's throwing it off, because I'm like, what is this loving king, so-called loving king, doing in the midst of a Tower moment and the Moon card with all of this negative sword energy? I would like to say, okay, and now we got there's some clarity here that's coming. Can it be in this reading, Spirit, because of about heartbreak? Okay, so it is on track for something that's not favorable, like I said. Okay, is this the king? Yes. This is the king who was coming to make an offer. Okay, so this is what it is. There was some plan to cause an ending, a very sudden and turbulent ending, like something shocking to a situation, to bring some type of fire to a situation. The King of Cups is the energy that I'm going to say is concealed. Well, this is the presentation of the King of Cups, but the energy that that really persists is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the nature of the King of Cups. This is the spirit of the King of Cups, somebody that's, you know, ultimately looking to rack up energetically. He's in this regard, he's the 9 of Cups because he's looking to ultimately, he's looking to rack up on some type of spiritual energy here. Now, his offer has been delayed. It was slowed down because maybe this is what was supposed to bring the Tower down, but it was delayed for some reason, and in that delay, it actually dwindled to a page. So it's depreciated in value, whatever this offering is. And that's ultimately because there's something dark about it. Something sinister is what I hear. There's something sinister behind this extension of this pentacle. It's like when I just flipped when I just cut the deck, the objective of the King of Cups is to obtain the 10 of Pentacles, but he only has, at best, the Knight of Pentacles to offer, and now, at the very least, the Page of Pentacles. And there's something behind, there's an ulterior motive for offering it. It's for some, just as he is posing himself to be a loving king, as I said, like somebody that, yeah, because, oh yeah, something happened. So this is, he was looking to be an obstruction in some way, shape, or form, but got met with destruction or a distraction, or maybe was meant trying to be a distraction and got met with destruction with this Tower card, because his robes are looking awfully familiar to the red and blue of one of the energies falling out here. That there was some launch of attack, or not a, well, it could be attack, but it's more so definitely with the Ten of Swords here and the 8. It was more so an order that was sent out. So even if this isn't him, the actual Knight of Pentacles, I feel like it is though. I don't know why. Or it was sent through a message that either was never quite made it to the intended destination. Yeah, I'm feeling like there was some unforeseen detour that occurred that pretty much depreciated the value of this offer, and then obstructed the deliverance of this message, because it wasn't meant to pierce through this force field anyway. And this was someone unsuspecting in the 8 of Swords to receive the message in the first place. Like they would have been none the wiser as to what was literally being filtered through. And perhaps it would have been set to cause, it would have been set to kind of be an obstruction, something that would have almost immobilized this energy here, and perhaps would have been something very I'm just going to, I feel something. Somebody wanted to expose someone, because I'm looking at this Page of Pentacles. That's what I'm getting. There was some plan here to expose someone in a very intimate way with the Moon card, nighttime, you know, something that should be concealed, should be secret. This is someone in a very vulnerable position, and it would have been a great betrayal to this energy. The only thing that's missing is the 9 of Swords, where somebody is anxious because for whatever reason this got stopped, this got blocked. I don't know how, but this Knight of Pentacles, it's like this King of Cups energy. There's something disturbed about that King of Cups. Like his love is disturbed, it's distorted. And there was an intention to, it's like he sent the messenger, like I said, it was like an order that was sent out to go share this photo, or go share this picture or this video. Like say somebody, like, I don't know, I'm just hearing like something like revenge porn, or just somebody being exposed in a way that they just have no idea they were even being monitored. Yeah. With the Moon card and these people howling at the moon, like it would have ultimately had made this individual a spectacle of some sort. You know, and I don't know, like it could have been, because with the Moon card, it could be something dark, like dark web-ish, or something like more exclusive, or it could have been, you know, on a more public scale. I'm getting more public, especially with the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. And with the heartbreak, it would have been something that really would have, it would have been traumatic. And look, this is why he was sitting here like looking real like excited to see it go down. This is what I'm saying, like him sometimes I see this energy with the 9 of Cups as like somebody sitting on their high horse collecting trophies of energies, you know what I mean? Consider it like notches on his belt, like, yeah, you know, collecting sorrow is what I hear right now. Like whatever this situation was set up to do, it would have it was supposed to create a great deal of sorrow and trauma to the intended target, but it got stopped in its tracks. It was ended, and whatever it is also being exposed in some way for exactly what it is. And exactly, this is like where there's this appearance of it being a King of Cups, somebody compassionate, loving, in a high level position of authority or established in some regard, mature in their emotional expressions. And then this is like curtain drops, and behind the scenes it's like, this is the Wiz. You know, like this is the Wizard of Oz, this is the Wiz right here. So this is wizardry energy. Okay, got it. That's what this is. Mystical illusions, emotional manipulation, now you see me, now you don't type of hocus pocus vibes. Yeah. Bending reality with the Ace of Swords, distorting it into something traumatic, and using that energy like as a weapon, really using the Ace of Swords as a weapon, not as something valiant. So it could have actually been the true likeness and nature of whomever this feminine, because this is a feminine in this card, the Eight of Swords, whoever this feminine is her likeness, her nature, her most intimate expression, used as a weapon against this individual for some distorted and, I would say, perverted gratification here. But what's the difference between, so with the Page of Pentacles, it's like maybe what he thought he had something more explosive, Tower card, than it turned out. So maybe he had some type of connection or resource. Ooh, Tower went out. So maybe something happened electronically where the transfer, okay, I'm hearing it now. The transfer of this information, something got distorted, or what's the word, like, because this just actually happened today, where I was trying to send a business document to someone, and I had to go through another app to change the format of the document from a JPEG to a PDF because she couldn't read it. So maybe somewhere in the translation or the transmission of whatever this, I'm considering it to be virtual, because this is like the likeness of somebody looking at pictures online with the Page of Pentacles. So something virtually got screwed up in the transmission between what was intended to be exposed and what was actually left of it. When it all came down to it, it was like, oh, this is it? This all we got type of thing? And maybe it wasn't quite as explosive and shocking, you know, it was like joke's on you kind of thing. Like you thought you had a moment, but you were a minute too late type of thing. I don't know. That's what I'm getting here with this energy between the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. That's significant to me, that transition. Then maybe the transfer of whatever the document was or the file or whatever, it either got encrypted or what's the right word? Intercepted is also what I hear. Or it just became distorted from, like, say, even sometimes when you transmit images from from an Android to an iPhone, the picture is usually a little bit distorted. Not so much from Apple to Android, I don't think. I think they figure that out, but usually there is a discrepancy in the quality of the photo when you transfer from the different systems. So something here with the transfer of this energy got distorted, and what was supposed to be a big expose of something that explicit, perhaps demeaning, and degrading, I would say, but gratifying for whomever the sender was intercepted. It didn't quite give what it was supposed to have gave, pretty much. But it was supposed to be a big heartbreaker, something really traumatic. All right, so I'm gonna just get some sideline energies on this. Yeah, we got the, I don't even know what to do with this. Should I move around? We got the Six of Cups. Let me get another one down here. This is a past life. So this is someone this is a familiar relationship I get, especially given the Cups energy is pretty consistent. This is someone, this King of Cups knows this energy, and this feminine knows this King of Cups. Familiar enough, or at least connected enough to have access to them in a very intimate way. And then we got the Ten of Cups. So much cup energy, a lot of spirit, a lot of emotions. Matter of fact, let's go here so I can have more space. I'm gonna go back up. We'll do it like that. So we got the Six of Cups, then the Ten of Cups. Definitely, like I said, that just to me affirms that it's family. It could be family vibes or family-like someone that's of a very intimate proximity. But it seems to me that they were all looking to have some type of happily ever after off of this exchange or exposure of sorts, but the delay or the detour of this transmission is now causing dissension amongst a group of individuals. Because if we consider that for this exchange, the ideal was supposed to be a Ten of Pentacles, right? There was supposed to be some big payday for this exposure. One way or another was supposed to be materially gratifying, not just energetically satisfying in this little perverted way that it is so down here. People were supposed to get paid. And for whatever reason, now they're not, and there's anger about it. There's fighting amongst the ranks. I don't know what this is about. Hold on, let's get a few more. Let's see where we at in time. Okay, where'd my timer go? Hold on now. Okay, 26 minutes left. Oh, good. We're doing good. All right, so let's see. Oh. Take it easy now. Take it easy. I'm not taking any of those, but there's clearly some chaos and confusion going on the way the cards just wanted to spit out. Because this was supposed to be, so I'm getting that this was supposed to be this was supposed to do some damage. It was foolproof. It was well thought out with the Knight of Pentacles here. That's the delay also is an implication. Yeah, it was supposed to be a big victory for somebody right here for this group. It was supposed to be the win. It was well thought out, but the spirit had other plans. That was the interception of the reception. The interference of the reception. The service reception right there was the Judgment card. Like, no, you're not. What you think you about to do with that information? Look, right here. Where you going with that pentacle? Them pictures, that video. the Moon card, like, yeah, it's like maybe perhaps what they thought was clear as day and was really like going to be the big one. It's like you can't even hardly see who's who, what's what, tell this from that, you know, this person from that person, or, you know, whatever, I don't know. Or maybe you can't even open the shit at all. Look, Hermit card. Yeah, it's like he's trying to, he's looking like with a flashlight in the daytime trying to see whatever this image is, and it's not quite coming clear. They thought they had this master plan fully developed to cause some great disturbance in somebody's life. And it just was not, it wasn't going. Let's see, what's after the Hermit card? I'm still trying to really grasp the energy, because I gotta say I'm a little bit, yeah, see, disturbance, disappointment that things didn't go as planned. I'm still not quite grasping, like I know when I feel it, like, this is it. And for some reason it's still like, what's happening here? Like, what are y'all trying to do? I get the exposure piece. I get the indecent exposure. Okay, there's that. Indecent exposure from people that should be protective of an energy and not exploitive. Well, at least one of these people should be. Yeah, because this was supposed to be a moneymaker. For whatever reason, would have been considered to be of high value to expose this feminine energy in this way, unbeknownst to her. Like, it's some great value to expose her indecently. Maybe even because you know why? Because it was more intentional. And that's why these cups energies are here, because the exposure was more an attack on her spirit than anything. Sorry, it's just one card, like not quite straight back there. Was more an attack on the spirit, this happily ever after energy here. If they could suppress that vitality with this great betrayal, it would ultimately like diminish her prosperity vibration, so that it would be more easily blocked, you know, because you ain't manifesting much from a heartbreak, you know, from trauma, from, you know, something such as this, unless you're Kim Kardashian. You know, you just finna turn a dime into a dollar off of your goods, literally, and you don't mind. But the Queen of Pentacles is more pristine of an energy. She's motherly. She has great care of her personal value and her worth and her reputation, you know, her not really appearances, I would say, but it matters to her how she is perceived and received, like her status, more or less. So it would have been a great detriment to her to be exposed in such a way, and may have put a damper on her focus. Yeah, because she's focusing on her money, on her pentacles, on her time. It may have just caused such a great distraction that it would have ultimately become a material detriment to her in some regard, but it also would have been some type of come up energetically and materially for those that were looking to inflict this harm onto her, or launch this attack, I should say. But the thing about it is that the Tower card means that it was over before it even started. Like the plan, look, defeated before it. Wow. And here's an Emperor card, which is like father vibes. But somebody put, like I said, somebody in a position of authority and intimate proximity to be able to call a shot such as this, to say, yeah, I got these images, I got this, like, you know, it could even not even be like necessarily somebody being naked or in some indecent exposure to the point of like of their sexuality, but that's definitely what I'm getting. I am getting that. But it could be, you know, something as primitive as like, you know, your folks got the most intimate details of you, like baby pictures, you know, like even a naked baby picture can be embarrassing to some people, or just times when you were in your strange phase of maturation, when, you know, maybe you had braces or you had acne or you were chunky like me. I'm still, you know, kind of thick, but you know, I always growing up was pretty chunky, you know, so maybe exposing somebody, trying to expose the most vulnerable, because that's what this is. Like I said, the Eight of Swords is somebody that's vulnerable. She's unaware, she doesn't see it coming, she's not in a position to really, though it appears anyway, to defend herself from whatever impending danger there may be. And there's a great fortress around her, mentally, a lot of communication, I would say too, surrounding her. So maybe, like I said, this is like, it could even be gossip, you know, information that was being disseminated about her intimate whereabouts, what she does, what she doesn't, you know, all types of stuff that she wasn't releasing of herself, you know, but it has some great value to someone else to have this like secret intel on this particular person, whether they use it to do something else shady with it, use it against this individual, or use it, I don't know, for their own personal gratifications of power and possession or obsession, like selling information perhaps, or sell, like, I really just see it as more the exposure aspect though, of selling intimate intel about someone to others that would otherwise not have, would otherwise have no connection to it, that would otherwise not be privy to this I don't even know, what is it, like what is the privy? Two of Pentacles. Oh, it's like fiend out energy over here. Like, what the hell is this? Yeah, they wouldn't otherwise have access because she's a pretty guarded person. Very, very specific and, what's the right word? Selective about who enters her space, who knows information. The Swords is about information and communication. She's very specific and you know, she has strong boundaries ultimately. So the fact that anyone knows anything truly intimate about her in a way that they shouldn't has to be a breach of security in some regard, and a breach of privacy, which is what this is giving me up here. Like the Emperor with this Five of Swords energy is somebody that this is like I would say like illegal surveillance, like cameras in the house, bugs, you know, cloning your phone, or is that what they call it, like mirroring or cloning your phone, tapping into your social accounts, hacking your emails, like any little thing they could gather up to be like little rats looking for cheese on whomever this intended target is. That's all I can say. Like object of obsession is what it comes down to. has somehow just been, and it's like they're fighting over it with these wands. Like everybody wants to drop on this energy. Why? What the frick is this now? Shit. It's weird. It's creeping me out. All right, we got the King of Wands and the Page of Swords. I mean, Page of Cups, sorry. Page of Cups. It's just all distorted masculine energy that I'm seeing here. Some fraternity of sorts, doesn't have to be an actual fraternity, but some group of masculines that get off to just the sheer power they have, or I should say access that they have to the inner sanctums of feminines that are unsuspecting. To either, again, like just have a real like peeping Tom's point of view into their world, or to actually take the information and use it for some purpose. That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. Like, what is the reason? Like Cardi B, what is the reason? The hell are y'all doing? But there's like, they like horny little boys with this King of Wands and this Page of Cups. That's what it's giving me. On top of this Five of Swords, it's like, it's freaking weird is what it is. Whatever it is, the whole operation is blowing up from the top down. Like whomever gave the green light to gain this access, yep, here is that right here, is going down. Horny little boys, though, there's that, like very phallic focused is what this energy is given. It's kind of giving me the vibes of the secret covens and the masculine vibration that just like playing games with women. Like they do it for fun. They damn near do it for free if they could, but there's something that they're getting out of it. It's the exchange of power from the possession and obsession over these women that don't know. Like consider like just watching women in their most intimate moments in their homes, going to the bathroom, like having intimate relations. Yeah, look, three of Pentacles in the dark, swapping information, like sharing secrets and playing some type of psycho board game, you know, psycho monopoly with energies. Like, you see what such and such was doing the other day, or you know, like. And the freak out is that judgment's been called on this operation somehow, some way. So I don't know if that means that legally there's been some type of jig blown up, or somebody has, I don't know. Like I said, the intel that they were used to being able to rely on, whatever this medium of exchange is what ultimately has gone, like it's like the system crashed. Whatever the system is, it crashed, and a lot of information was lost, or at least their access was lost, and so they can't really, you know, spy in or peek in like they used to. We got the Six of Swords and the Lover's card. Yeah, like they couldn't really get away with this peep show anymore. Like that's what it is. It was like a psycho peep show. Yeah, I like that. That's probably gonna be the title. I mean, no shade, you know, I'm not making light, but I kind of am, because you kind of just got to laugh at shit nowadays because it's so ridiculous. It's like, what the hell? Like, really, what is the reason? But some psycho peep show that was going on. Look at these people. They're naked, unaware, minding their own business, looking into spiritual affairs, definitely not at all in any agreement or consent to be exposed for any entertainment purposes, let alone material purposes. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me look at my time. Let's see where we at. Because technically I'm going to get a call when it's time to go. Uh-oh, is that the text? Hold on, I'm looking at my other phone. Give me 1 second. 9 minutes. All right, I'm gonna just stop this now because I don't want to be interrupted. And I'll wait for the call at this point. So anyway, yeah, this peep show. And it feels like a game, you know, it feels like a game. It feels like, yeah, winning at all costs, looking to winning at all costs, a game. Trying to be dominant over energies that are unsuspecting or like more rigid, really, particularly the ones that are more conservative. That's the word. Conservative is the Queen of Swords. High value is the Queen of Pentacles. These are like feminine energies. Now the Queen of Wands was on here. It's like, okay, you may have a toss-up. She may be down for a good time, but the Queen of Swords is very conservative, emotionally detached. The Queen of Pentacles is more or less a committed woman, a one-woman type of a one-man type of gal. Like, she's committed to her family life, her home life. Modest, I would say, in some regard. Maybe not materially so, but in her interest. And, you know, this is earth energy, so I would definitely say modest. So those were the targets of those, you know, those that wouldn't naturally be exposing themselves, that wouldn't be as fiery or, you know, even, you know, maybe even as freaky. Even the Queen of Cups probably would be a little bit more fluid in her sexual energy than perhaps the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Theoretically, you know, figuratively speaking. So it was really a game for them to target these women, like I said, that were more unsuspecting, more conservative, more contained, more demure, and really like, whereas maybe they, like I said, wouldn't otherwise have access to this caliber of women in the ways that they have ultimately forged access into their lives. And the ones, whomever could ultimately gain the most impressive intel one way or another was ahead of the rest. Like they were some type of superior, or I don't know. I don't freaking know what the prize may have been. It was probably as multi-layered as this pyramid is itself, honestly, like different points of the game, or it may have started off as one simple thing, like just some freaky, like I said, horny little boys at heart that want to take advantage of women that they can't really lay their hands on, so they do it in other ways and they get off on that. And then it grew into something more, like something darker, something even more destructive, maybe perhaps even something more physical, you know, because this kid energy is here with the Page of Cups, and this crossing over, like, okay, I'm gonna say this, it probably started more as a virtual game and then became an actual like a physical impact type of game. I'm like, trafficking is what I'm hearing. You know, how you can really like trap up some energies, and that maybe that was really the ultimate prize. You know what I mean? Like how you could entrap certain energies into some type of dark ring. Yeah, look at this. 10 of Wands. Entrap them into some type of burden. And oh, I just heard gang, R-A-P-E, and that could be spiritual gang, R-A-P-E, or actual physical. some type of entrapment was going on here, and it wasn't, it may have started off on the internet. Down here is where that internet action was. High priestess, another high vibrational energy that was probably targeted. People that are spiritual or religious, you know, again, modest in their own right. And these motherfuckers just slinging D to people that wouldn't otherwise want no parts of their ass, or peeping Tom in that wishful thinking of relationships that, and I'm getting, you know what I'm getting? This is like something contractual or something like it. It's not really love. It's like even the finesse of this Two of Cups is speaking to me right now. And that's another way it became impactful in the physical form, like actually getting close to, if you, like, that was another score on the board. You know, there was these tiers of scores. Like if it was just virtual and you gave us a peek, all right, cool. If you could actually get close and get up in their energy in the physical form, like gain their trust, find some point of exchange, finesse them out of their own vitality, whether it be sexually, emotionally, intellectually, spiritually, whatever the finesse was. It's like somebody, the game master, so to speak, this emperor was the one grading the progress or keeping score. You know, it's a scoreboard. That's what it is, of who could do this and who could do what. And I don't know what the grand prize was. Maybe everybody just, it was a dick measuring contest, as in the Five of Wands. But what it ended up doing is creating hella burdens, because that Queen of Swords is like a human lie detector. So somebody has definitely exposed this operation for what it is. And now people are having to answer for their part in this game. And they're trying to find some plan of action, some plan of escape is what I hear. Yeah, right here over the Six of Swords too. Yeah, trying to get away from the chaos now, from that tower that's falling down. Everybody's trying to disperse. Like, oh, let me get over here, act like I was just minding my business with and that World card again, like looking but not looking, you know, trying to keep as much of a tab on the situation enough to know like what actions are being taken or need to be taken for their own protection, but trying to stay far away enough from the action to not be implicated in it, you know, because somebody's being burdened in this. With this Ace of Wands, that's like the most, he got his wand in his hand. Somebody got caught with their dick in their hand. Like Mystical, ain't that what he said? I came in with my dick in my head. What song was that? Shake it fast, watch yourself. Show me what you're working with. Yeah, these are some freaks, is what y'all was. Psycho, mystical. And there was probably some mystical energy connected to it. You know, the energetic piece of it all, like something was being siphoned here energetically. It wasn't just shits and giggles, that's for sure. But it's layered, it's a rabbit hole. Having to walk away from all the game plan. This is the Eight of Cups from that Nine of Cups here, having to backtrack, like one of them cups got away. One of them cups ran dry or ran their mouth. Maybe somebody that somebody took a risk in actually getting close to for that high score. They got a little bit too close and got exposed, and now here is all that energy returning back to sender with the Eight of Wands. They exposed themselves a little bit too much, or just got exposed. It's like I said, especially with the Queen of Swords at the top, somebody like this is the energy of trying to like present yourself. Remember, we started with the King of Cups. presenting yourself to be some lover, someone that's honorable and your emotional integrity and expressive. Well, sometimes they're not necessarily expressive, but definitely having some depth of emotional wealth there, like just feel, as a king of cups is somebody that you would feel you can trust in some regard, as a man that's in tune with his emotions, let's say, so to speak. That was the presentation, to present themselves to be reciprocal and having mutual feelings for whomever the target was. But somebody wasn't so easily finessed with the Queen of Swords. Like, what? This is like somebody saw through the game, through the hustle. And maybe perhaps she can also be an investigator, with the Queen of Swords, like a lawyer, she gonna go look for, not to mention we got the Hermit card here that's going to analyze all of the details. Like somebody might have dug a little deeper into the background of individuals, or just did their research and found out that this is some type of a money scheme, or some type of something. There's something here energetically that's just not right. That's kingpin vibes, and I'm in this regard, I'm talking about the hustler type kingpin, not in respect. They was hustling energies, babysitting that pentacle. Remember, the Queen of Pentacles was the first high class feminine on the board. Like, they was lording over these feminines, these energies. Like, and also remember the Page of Pentacles, those pictures, the documents, the intel, the resources. These feminines were being pushed around, in addition to it almost being like a game chip, like a game piece. They were being pushed around, shuffled around as some type of resource. Maybe they were betting, maybe that's what was on the table, that they were betting each other in different high stakes. I'm not going to take this, but there's the Empress, full energy, because that's exactly what it is, presenting themselves to be diplomatic and fair, but actually being very unstable energetically. And that's the second time the Two of Pentacles came up, because the game ain't gaming like it used to be, and the exchange is not what it was. Like, maybe some people, as a result, that was the Temperance card, spiritual interference, like balancing out these points. Talk about a game master. That's the one that's like the referee right there, gonna make it all fair. Yeah, keeping women blocked and completely unaware and guarded. Like, that almost looks like somebody that's been violated in this regard, and like is covering themselves, like feeling very vulnerable and exposed. And that's the energy that they were leaving behind. That's how it was manifesting and expressing itself. It's crazy. Let me just get a few more on this, because I'm done with this shit. This is crazy. Yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for this. Now they all looking stupid, wondering where the next hit is coming from. And women are being freed up, left, restored and rejuvenated back to their independence, and back to, the sanctity of their sacredness, like their security being restored. And maybe even some monetary compensation or restitution for whatever injustices have been incurred here, which is really going to hit home. That's probably why it's the Two of Pentacles now, because if this is something that's a legal matter and it comes out that many women, that's probably what it is. That whatever that transfer, that last transfer of intel got intercepted somehow, or somebody did the wrong thing with it, or left it vulnerable out to the wrong eyes or whatever, and it got intercepted, and it's the wrong person, but in a that's in a place of integrity, got their eyes on it with the Hermit card. Somebody that does have high moral and ethical standards got their hands on it and is bringing the judgment down on it. And what it did is jailbroke everybody in that Eight of Swords with that feminine energy, blocked and bound, because whatever this intel is, it's going to ultimately lead to the exposure of all of the information, all that was going on here, everybody that was involved and everybody that was ultimately victimized in this regard. And there's going to be hell to pay and restitution to pay in this regard. Because the Emperor here, that's speaking of high status, high position and establishment of sorts, the empire, you know. So these are perhaps professionals of all types of all walks of what do you call it? I can't think of it, but you know what I'm trying to say. Professionals of all types that were involved in this. Or just high-powered men of all types that were involved. Yeah, they're looking for some ships to come in, but ultimately, ain't nothing coming in on this. It's done, laid to rest. Thinking that they had a new plan, the ultimate, that this was the escape route, and this is like almost literally waiting for the ship to come in to route out and get out the way of all of this, you know, literally get away from this island of madness. And don't get me started, because I hear that island, like there was literally a physical place where people were being transported. Some type of pleasure island, so to speak, where some debauchery was going down as well. Like I said, this escalated from it being virtual to it being physical. Yeah, I feel that. What I just said, I feel that. Waiting for your ships to come in. That there's even a connection to some location regarding all of this. People were probably being drugged against their will, laid out, you know, like held captive in some regard, or like I said, promised, given some invitation in some way, shape, or form, but it turning out to be something different when they got there. And this, like, I feel like I get the sense that it depended on the caliber of the women. There were some certain women that they probably couldn't do that too easily, but there were some, you know, think of the difference in the energies between the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and then we got this single gal right here, young, solo, vulnerable, in which nobody may necessarily be looking for her per se. You know, she may not have as many connections or, you know, like as many obligations or such in this regard. Like it may be a higher risk to take the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Pentacles, but somebody like this that's kind of isolated on her own or has less friends, or, you know, some kind of like a sitting duck type of situation. Young, perhaps even, maybe young women were being more targeted for more of this exploitive escapade beyond, you know, it just being, like I said, the virtual and the relational aspect of it, that wherever these females or whatever, or perhaps even children, God forbid, were being taken, they were ones that were especially vulnerable to being captured in one way, shape, or form, or captivated by the invitation in itself. And then once they get there, they're like given all types of drinks and drugs and whatnot, and waking up not even knowing what the hell happened. You know what I mean? Like literally with the Three of Swords, that's like the heartbreak card on the top hanging on the shelf. But the Ace of Swords is what they're laying on. They don't even know the truth, waking up, and you don't even, literally waking up and don't even remember what took place, let alone where you are. And don't get me started, like I said, if this is trafficking, literally going into one situation on one invitation or premise, and next thing you know, you're in some foreign place, you know, in distant lands, just being shuffled around. Like this is something else. This is something else, and I'm getting out of here. Let me just get, I don't even know. I can't stop, but I need to. Justice, and that's all I needed to stop was justice. I needed to know that justice indeed will be served. Let me put it right with the Queen of Swords, because that's who probably brought the hammer down by way of her intel any damn way. The whistleblower right there. The one that got away somehow. Ooh, the one that got away. Look, from the Five of Swords, like, wow, this is something. I don't even know what this is, and I hope it don't resonate with you, but this is the spying and the lurking. Not only that was done, literally, this is what it was. And I was like, I'm surprised that with me talking about all this intel and, you know, surveillance, that the Page of Swords hasn't come out, because it's been so concealed up until now. Like whatever their tactics were, whatever the operation was, it was very, very covert, very secret service type of shit. Like literally a secret service that only elite were privy to. In some regard, a certain type of man was privy to this inner sanctum. And now, done. And again, yet again, hitting them where it hurts the worst, on their pockets. In their pockets is where it's going to hit the worst. Because these are men of some type of prosperity and power and position. That this is what rich men do when they don't have, they got too much money to spend. They start divulging into other habits and kinks and quirks, because after a while, there's only but so rich you can truly be before you become bored with your damn self, and you start looking for things outside of yourself to be entertained by. And usually it's something diabolical when the wealth is not enough, because it should be enough to be blessed in that regard. Hell, go start a charity. Go build a home for women and children or something. You know, go save a country. Why don't you know? They start to exploit things. They start to exploit people. It starts to become a play for power. That becomes the game. Like who can flex their power, who can sling their dick the longest, you know, the hardest. That's what it becomes. A test of, you know, I don't know, like a test of strength, or feats of strength, whatever that term is. But this shit is going down. I'm done with it. And not only is it going down, everybody that's a part of it is going to be exposed. The females, men, women, or children in this regard. It could be both. You know, all three is what I mean. Whomever was exploited will be restored. And it'll be by way of the fortunes that were either built up on account of this freaking circus, or just by the restitution from the destitution of these individuals that funded it, you know, the foolery, the freakery. Y'all need to find something better to do. But now you're going to have plenty of time, because it might even be some jail time with that Ten of Swords. I feel like an inversion. And like I said before, the only thing missing is the Nine of Swords. They don't even see what's coming, perhaps. Or maybe it's just already done. I don't know. I'm still working on the timing of energies as they come up for me. But that Nine of Swords is impending for sure, if it's not already a present experience, that there could be some actual incarceration, some restitution, and definitely some exposure and disgrace. everyone that's involved, nobody is getting away easy. Nobody's slipping into the darkness from the top to the bottom, everything in between. Everyone will have to answer for whatever part they played, literally played in this game. So for all it's worth, I hope that you had a good time while it lasted. Like, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Anyway, till next time, peace.